Customers knew her as Maria, the reliable car wash owner who could make any vehicle look showroom perfect and always arrived exactly on schedule, her mobile service eliminating the hassle of traditional car wash visits. But when gunmen threatened her clients during a routine cleaning appointment, they discovered that before she cleaned cars, she'd spent years protecting them from theft and criminal targeting. Welcome to True Human Tales. Before we begin this powerful story of hidden courage and automotive heroism, tell me in the comments from which city in the world are you watching this video today. And if you believe stories like this deserve to be heard, hit that subscribe button to support the channel. Pristine Mobile Car Wash had been serving the metropolitan area's upscale neighborhoods for 11 years, providing professional automotive detailing services that eliminated the inconvenience of traditional car wash visits while delivering results that exceeded what most customers could achieve at commercial facilities. The business operated from a fully equipped Ford E350 van that brought showroom-quality cleaning directly to customers' driveways, office parking lots, and private garages. Maria Santos had built her mobile car wash service around the principle that busy professionals and automotive enthusiasts deserved convenient access to expert care without compromising quality or attention to detail. Her clientele included executives whose image depended on pristine vehicles, car collectors who trusted few people with their investments, and families who valued both convenience and the personal service that chain operations couldn't provide. The mobile unit itself was a testament to professional automotive care, commercial-grade pressure washers, water reclamation systems that met environmental standards, and specialized cleaning products that could restore any vehicle's appearance regardless of condition or age. Maria had invested heavily in equipment that allowed her to provide services ranging from basic exterior washing to complete paint correction and interior restoration. At 49, Maria moved with the efficient precision of someone who understood that automotive care required both technical knowledge and artistic sensibility. Her movements economical and purposeful as she transformed dirty vehicles into pristine examples of automotive beauty. Her diagnostic abilities allowed her to assess paint conditions, identify problem areas, and select appropriate cleaning techniques that restored rather than damaged delicate automotive finishes. Maria's expertise encompassed far more than simple car washing. She understood automotive materials well enough to select appropriate cleaning products for different surfaces, could perform paint correction that eliminated years of wear and environmental damage, and somehow always knew exactly which combination of techniques and products would achieve results that impressed even the most demanding customers. Regular customers had developed genuine trust in Maria's knowledge and reliability over the years, often scheduling monthly maintenance appointments and seeking her advice about automotive care products and techniques that would maintain their vehicles between professional services. The Patterson family had relied on Maria's services for 8 years, trusting her with everything from their daily drivers to the classic Corvette that represented their most significant automotive investment. Business executives appreciated Maria's flexibility in accommodating urgent cleaning requests that prepared vehicles for important meetings or social events. What made Maria exceptional wasn't just her technical abilities or customer service, though both were considerable, but her understanding of how automotive appearance affected her customers' professional and personal lives. She could explain care procedures in terms that helped customers maintain their vehicles properly, provide realistic assessments of restoration possibilities for damaged paint or interior surfaces, and somehow always delivered results that exceeded expectations while respecting budget constraints. Maria's service route covered the region's most affluent neighborhoods, where automotive standards were high and customers had the financial resources to invest in quality care. Her appointment schedule required careful coordination to minimize travel time while accommodating the specific timing requirements of customers whose vehicles needed to be available for business or social commitments. Children were naturally fascinated by Maria's mobile car wash equipment and her ability to transform dirty vehicles into sparkling clean automobiles. She had an unlimited supply of simple explanations for complex cleaning processes, and parents appreciated how Maria's work ethic and attention to detail provided positive examples of professional service and pride in craftsmanship. Maria's equipment maintenance required systematic attention to pressure washers, water filtration systems, and cleaning product inventory that ensured consistent service quality regardless of environmental conditions or vehicle requirements. Her van's organization reflected years of experience with the tools and techniques necessary for professional automotive care in diverse settings. What customers and even regular clients didn't know was that Maria's exceptional attention to automotive security and her systematic approach to vehicle assessment had been developed in contexts that required considerably more expertise than cosmetic cleaning. Her knowledge of vehicle modification detection, theft prevention systems, and automotive crime patterns came from 14 years with the Metropolitan Auto Theft Task Force, where she'd specialized in vehicle security consultation and stolen car recovery operations. Detective Maria Santos had served from 1995 to 2009, working everything from routine vehicle theft investigations to complex cases involving professional car theft rings that targeted high-value vehicles for export or illegal modification. Her official task force record listed her specialty as vehicle security assessment and theft prevention, but her actual experience included coordinating undercover operations against criminal organizations that employed sophisticated techniques to steal, modify, and resell luxury vehicles to unsuspecting buyers. Maria had worked cases where auto theft involved international smuggling operations, professional modification shops that altered stolen vehicles beyond recognition, and criminal networks that targeted specific neighborhoods based on vehicle values and security vulnerabilities. Her expertise included identifying vehicles that had been stolen and retitled, coordinating recovery operations in locations where criminals were armed and dangerous, and providing security consultation that helped legitimate car owners protect their investments from theft. Her transition to civilian automotive services had been carefully planned after experiences that had taught her to value the legitimate passion and investment that drove automotive enthusiasm. Her mobile car wash service represented everything she'd learned to appreciate about car culture: pride in automotive ownership, respect for quality craftsmanship, and business relationships built around shared appreciation for automotive excellence rather than criminal exploitation. The Auto Theft Task Force knew Maria was transitioning to automotive services, but had no idea she was maintaining roots through the same upscale neighborhoods where high-value vehicle theft remained an ongoing concern. Her background seemed perfect for service work that required both automotive expertise and the security awareness necessary for mobile operations in areas where expensive vehicles attracted criminal attention. What they didn't know was that Maria's van included more than standard car wash equipment. The concealed storage compartment contained detailed information about automotive theft patterns and criminal techniques that remained active in the metropolitan area. Intelligence she'd maintained through professional contacts and her own observations during 11 years of mobile service in neighborhoods where vehicle crime continued to threaten her customers. For 11 years, Maria had found deep satisfaction in her car wash work. Helping people maintain and protect their automotive investments had gradually replaced her responsibilities for recovering stolen vehicles and investigating automotive crimes, and the steady rhythm of service appointments had allowed her to serve the community without the dangerous investigative work that auto theft cases required. Her greatest pleasure came from seeing customers' satisfaction with her work and knowing that her service helped protect automotive investments that represented both financial and emotional significance. Tuesday, July 9th, was a busy day during the summer season when outdoor automotive care was most convenient for customers who wanted their vehicles cleaned without the hassle of waiting in commercial car wash lines. Maria's schedule included routine maintenance appointments, special detailing projects, and new customer consultations throughout the Hillcrest district, an affluent neighborhood where automotive standards were particularly high. Maria had arrived at her 2 p.m. appointment to provide complete detailing services for Dr. Richardson's BMW sedan, a monthly service that maintained the vehicle's appearance for professional requirements while protecting the paint finish from environmental damage. By 2:30 p.m., she was deep into the cleaning process when she noticed unusual activity that her law enforcement training had taught her to recognize as potentially criminal. 2 men were conducting what appeared to be surveillance of the residential area where Maria was working. their movements and behavior patterns indicating interest in vehicles and property rather than legitimate neighborhood business. Her vehicle security expertise, which she maintained partly from professional habit and partly from genuine concern for customer safety, immediately recognized the preparation patterns for what auto theft investigators called target assessment, criminal reconnaissance that preceded vehicle theft operations. The neighborhood around Dr. Richardson's house included several high-value vehicles that would be attractive targets for professional car thieves, and Maria's experience had taught her that mobile service providers often witnessed criminal activity because their work schedules put them in affluent areas during daytime hours when most residents were absent for work or other commitments. As Maria continued her detailing work while monitoring the suspicious activity, she observed the men photographing vehicles and recording information that suggested they were cataloging targets for future theft operations. Her mobile car wash service had made her familiar with the neighborhood's vehicle inventory and security patterns, and she recognized that the men's interest was focused on the most expensive and easily resold automobiles. At 2:47 p.m., Maria's law enforcement instincts were confirmed when she observed one of the men approach Dr. Richardson's house with tools that were clearly intended for breaking and entering rather than legitimate business purposes. The Richardson family was traveling and had specifically requested that Maria provide car care while they were absent, meaning the house was empty and vulnerable to robbery operations that often accompanied vehicle theft. Maria realized she was witnessing the preparation for what auto theft specialists called a residential vehicle theft, a crime that combined home invasion with car theft to obtain both vehicle keys and any valuable property that could be quickly removed from targeted residences. As Maria prepared to contact law enforcement, she observed the first man attempting to bypass the house's security system, while his partner moved toward the garage where Dr. Richardson's BMW and his wife's Mercedes were parked. The sight of criminals threatening her customers' property triggered Maria's detective instincts with an intensity that transcended her 11 years of peaceful automotive service work. That's when Maria stopped being a mobile car wash operator and became an auto theft detective again. Maria's response combined the vehicle security expertise she'd developed during her task force career with intimate knowledge of the neighborhood and its security vulnerabilities that she'd acquired through 11 years of mobile service appointments. Her first priority was protecting her customers' property and preventing crimes that would traumatize the community where she'd built trusted business relationships. Maria's service weapon, a Smith & Wesson M&P compact that she'd maintained according to law enforcement protocols throughout her civilian career, came from the concealed compartment in her car wash van, where she'd kept it accessible for exactly this type of situation. Her position in the driveway provided excellent oversight of both the house and garage while allowing her to coordinate with responding police units. The criminals had expected to encounter an empty house in a quiet neighborhood where residents were absent during daytime hours, and any witnesses would be too distant to observe or interfere with their operations. What they encountered instead was immediate resistance from someone who understood both auto theft methodologies and the specific security systems that protected the properties they'd chosen to target. Maria's auto theft training enabled her to predict criminal behavior while coordinating with law enforcement agencies that specialized in property crime prevention. Her knowledge of vehicle theft techniques allowed her to assess the criminal's capabilities and tactical intentions while ensuring that police response could prevent both the attempted burglary and any vehicle theft that might follow. Maria's communication skills, developed through years of coordinating multi-agency auto theft investigations, provided responding officers with precise intelligence about criminal positions and methods while maintaining operational security that prevented the criminals from detecting police response until tactical units were in position. The neighborhood's layout, which Maria knew intimately from 11 years of service calls, became a tactical asset as she guided police units toward optimal response positions while ensuring that Dr. Richardson's property remained secure throughout the law enforcement intervention. Maria's vehicle security expertise allowed her to assess and protect the targeted automobiles while simultaneously coordinating criminal apprehension, using her knowledge of auto theft prevention to ensure that the attempted crime was stopped before any property damage or theft could occur. Within 14 minutes, the criminal operation was disrupted, the neighborhood was secure, and Dr. Richardson's property was protected from crimes that could have resulted in significant financial losses and violated the security of a community where residents trusted their neighborhood's safety. Maria's immediate recognition of the criminal operation and tactical response had prevented what could have become part of a larger vehicle theft ring that threatened the entire district. The protection procedures that Maria implemented proved their effectiveness as both property and community security were maintained with no losses and minimal disruption to neighborhood life. Dr. Richardson later described how his car wash lady had somehow prevented a burglary that he never knew was attempted, not understanding until police briefed him that his trusted service provider had been protecting more than just his automotive investment. The investigation revealed the scope of the planned operation, a systematic vehicle theft ring that targeted affluent neighborhoods during daytime hours when expensive cars could be stolen, along with house keys, garage door openers, and other property that enhanced the value of each criminal operation. The thieves had researched neighborhood patterns, security systems, and resident schedules with thoroughness that suggested professional planning and significant criminal experience. What they hadn't researched was Maria Santos. The auto theft task force agents who debriefed Maria were familiar with her investigative background and understood immediately why the criminal operation had been disrupted so effectively. 14 years of experience investigating vehicle theft and property crime, combined with 11 years of intimate knowledge of neighborhood security patterns and resident vulnerabilities. The media wanted to interview her about her transition from law enforcement to automotive services, about the criminal threats that target affluent neighborhoods, about the moment when her two careers had intersected to protect both property and community safety. Maria politely declined interview requests, preferring to focus attention on automotive care services rather than criminal activity that threatened her customers. Pristine Mobile Car Wash resumed normal operations the following day, with enhanced awareness of Maria's dual role as both automotive care specialist and community security observer. Maria returned to her service route with the same quiet professionalism that had made her mobile car wash essential to customer convenience, cleaning vehicles with the same dedication that had made her valuable to both her law enforcement career and her automotive service work. The only visible change was increased appreciation from customers who began understanding that Maria's presence in their neighborhood provided both automotive care and security awareness that extended far beyond vehicle maintenance. Maria had requested that her service remain focused on automotive solutions rather than security services, preferring to be known for protecting automotive investments through quality care rather than for the criminal threats she monitored to keep customer property safe. Because some people transition from protecting communities through law enforcement to protecting them through essential services, but their protective instincts never change focus. Maria had spent 14 years investigating vehicle theft and property crimes, and 11 years using the same neighborhoods to provide services that helped customers protect their automotive investments through both maintenance and quiet security awareness. The cars were different, but the mission remained consistent: use automotive expertise to help vehicle owners protect their investments while standing ready to defend them from criminal enterprises that would cause financial and emotional harm. So now I ask you, have you ever met someone like Maria? Someone who seemed like just a friendly mobile car wash owner until the moment they revealed the depths of their expertise and dedication? Someone whose daily presence made you feel safer without knowing why? Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today, and share their story with us.